Students, let us learn today how to draw the graph of a quadratic polynomial. Here, I am taking a polynomial x square minus 5x plus 6. This polynomial, I am going to draw the graph for this polynomial. The question may be asked in the examination like, draw the graph of x square minus 5x plus 6, the polynomial, or solve the quadratic polynomial x square minus 5x plus 6 graphically. So the question may be asked any one of the way. So let us draw the graph for this now. We need to follow 3 steps to draw the graph of any quadratic polynomial. Here, step 1, we need to write the coordinates first. You need to find the coordinates. The coordinates, whatever you have got, that should be plotted on graph. And join. You will get a graph there. And after drawing the graph, what are the observations you have made? What are the observations you have made also you need to note down. So let us start with the first step, finding the coordinates. To find the coordinates, let me consider it as y. We need the x and y coordinates to draw any graph in the plane, graphical plane. So in the coordinate axis. So in this coordinate axis, to draw any graph, we need all the points. So like x and y, like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is nothing but x coordinates and y coordinates. So some x coordinates we will consider here like 0. I am taking some integers. Okay, -2, +1, +2. If x is these numbers, what are the values of each term? Let me find each and every term. I am substituting these x values here. So if x is 0, what is x square? If x is -1, -1 square, it will become +1. If x is -2, then only I am just finding only the first term, x square. Okay, so it will be +4. X square is +4 here. +1 square is also +1. +2 square is +4. So then the next second term is -5x. -5x, -5 into 0 is 0. -5 into -1, it is +5. I am just substituting the values of these x values here. Okay, so if x is equals to 1, if x is equals to -1, -5 into -1 will become +5. -5 into -2, -5 into -2, it will become +10. -5 into +1, -5, it is -10. So I say. Now the constant value, the third term, the first term, second term, third term. This is the third term. The third term I am writing as it is because x values, whatever the x values you are taking, those doesn't influence the constant value. The constant doesn't have any x as a multiple or a divisor something. So it is a constant, its value doesn't change. Now let me find the total value of all the three. That is nothing but the y value. 0 plus 0 plus 6, it is +6. 1 plus 5 plus 12, it is +12. 4 plus 10 plus 6, it is 20, +20. 1 plus 6 is 7, it is +2. And 4 plus 6, it is 0. It is a quadratic polynomial. As it is a quadratic polynomial, it has 2 roots, that is 2 solutions. It must have 2 solutions. So we have got only one solution. So whenever you get the y value is 0, so that value we consider it as actually the x value. So we have got only one. So we need to continue this to get next one more constant term and as well as some more values. Let us take some more values up to 7 so that the graph can be symmetrical. Let me draw some vertical lines here also so that it is visible clearly. So the presentation part is very important. So let us continue this. So if x is 3, x square will be 9, it is 16, it will be 25, x square is 36, it is 49. So minus 5x minus 5 into 3 minus 15, it is minus 20, minus 5 5 is 25, minus 5 6 is minus 30, it is 35. So here 6 is a constant as I said, it doesn't change its value. So y values, now just add this 3, 9 plus 6, 15, 15, 15, 0, 16, 6, 22, 22 minus 20 plus 2, 25, 25 gets cancelled, plus 6, 36 plus 6, 42, it is plus 12 and is plus 20. So why I have taken these many values? You may get a doubt. So when you're drawing a graph, the graph should be a symmetrical in order. Symmetrical. So it must start from the extreme point. It may touch the x-axis, and else again it should go to the extreme point. The two extreme points must be at the same height. So then you will get a equal parabola just like this. So the two heights. Suppose if you have left out with some values, you may get a parabola like this. It doesn't look symmetric. So it should be like this. For that, so what is the extreme point here is plus 20 on y-axis. So I have searched for one more plus 20. That's what I have taken up to 7. So you hope you understand this. Let us draw the graph for this parabola. Here is a graph for the above coordinates we have drawn. See, the x and y coordinates I have drawn on the coordinate axis. So I have got a graph like this. If you observe the graph here, the graph is touching x-axis at 2 and 3 on x-axis. So those are considered as the solution. X is equals to 2 and x is equals to 3. So x is equals to 2 or x is equals to 3. So there are two solutions. We call it as roots or solutions. So the extreme points are minus 2, 20, 7, 20, and we may have to find the vertex also here. Let us discuss about the observations now. Let us continue. The observations, if you have observed the graph actually, in the graph the polynomial x square coefficient is positive. X square minus 5x plus 6, in that x square coefficient is positive. So if the x square coefficient is positive, we will get the parabola upwards. Suppose if there is any polynomial like minus x square plus 5 x minus 2, something like this, so the coefficient of x square is negative, so you may get a parabola like this. So reversed order, right? So here, coming to the first point, the coefficient of x square is positive. We have got an upward parabola. That is first observation. Then second observation is the graph is touching the x-axis. The graph is touching the x-axis at 2 points. So the 2 points, that is 2, 0 and 3, 0. You observe the graph once again. The graph is touched at 2 points. So the zeros of the given polynomial are, so wherever the graph is cutting the x-axis, so those we consider as the zero of the polynomial, that is the x coordinates. We need to take the x coordinates as the zero of the polynomial, that is 2, 3. Now, coming to the third observation, it is a part of a discriminant. The discriminant of any quadratic polynomial, we consider it as b square minus 4ac. This is actually used in case of finding the nature of the roots. So without actual finding the roots or without actual finding the zeros, we can guess what type of zeros we may get. So the polynomial in x square minus 5x plus 6, if you compare this polynomial with ax square plus bx plus c, ax square plus bx plus c. So the coefficient of x square is 1, here the coefficient of x is b and the constant is c. So here in this case a is 1, b is minus 5 and c is 6. These ABC values, if you substitute here, we have got the value 1. So this is known as discriminant. This discriminant is 1. So 1 is actually greater than 0. As 1 is greater than 0, generally according to the nature of the roots, we must get two real numbers and they must be unequal. So roots are real and unequal. We must get real and unequal. Yes, we have got, as per the graph, also we have got two real numbers, that is 2, 3, which are also unequal. Both are different numbers. Right. So as per the nature of the roots definition, it is came true. Now the fourth one is vertex. What is the last peak point of the parabola? So what is the ending point, last point? So that we can find out by the formula minus b by 2a and minus d by 2a. So basing on this, by substituting these ABC values in this, we may get the answer. That is 2.5 and minus 0.5. These are the 4 observations we have made after drawing the graph.